Cool. Awesome. All right. I think we should bring up the band. Thank you guys for joining us.
Band.
Band. This great band of ours. What's that?
This band is your band. This band is
Well, it's your band. How can it be my band?
Hey Spencer, would you go get Mel?
Really? Keyboard players, huh? I thought it was always the bassist.
She might be cheap, she might be cheap.
Here she is. Alright, so let me introduce the band. On guitar, Guy Golightly, please. On keys, Melanie Shore. On vocals, Emily Golightly. And your friend and mine, everybody's favorite bassist, Dave Wilbur. So we've got a few songs worked out, and what I want to do is, first off, I'm 39 years old, so you guys may not have heard of a lot of these songs. Granted, a lot of these songs, when I was even young, I hadn't heard of them either. But what happened to me was, the guys that I was listening to growing up, I started to listen to who they listened to growing up. And that's where I got these influences. So I went back through history, and I looked for different guys, different drummers. And this is what came about. So I'm going to show you how these grooves that I dug up from, the archives apply to the music today, or even get ripped off in the music today, right? Okay, cool. So we're going to start with the straight eighth groove, and it's by a band called Maroon 5. You may have heard of them. And we're going to have some fun with it.
When the full band's playing, it's going to be a little louder, so just that first note's going to shock you a little bit, so just fair warning. You might want to, just for the tip of your ears, get used to it.
Cause it's rock and roll!
Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I
July. I've never played with Melanie. I've played with Emily. But we haven't played together since, what, July?
3 of us,
Yeah. And so we've never played together. So you're hearing us for pretty much the first time, and I'm really glad that you're here. I'm glad I get to play with these guys. All right, so now then, I've got an old song. I'm not even going to say it. I've got an old song. Growing up in the South, there was a lot of Southern rock bands and things like that. These guys were from Atlanta, and they were session guys that played on a lot of different people's records, and then they decided to put their own band together. And they put it together, and this is called So Into You by the Atlanta Rhythm Section. It's definitely a very swung, kind of in the cracks song, and it's a really, really fun tune to play. It's real simple on the drum part, but it doesn't mean it's not fun to play. So anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. part's not that complicated in that song. I don't care. It's just fun to play. And since I play that way, Guy gets to rip and I get to hang with him. It's a lot of fun.